Would you like to say something offensive
Before we start?
before we start? Get it out of your system.
I whispered.
No, we need to clarify. Apparently, this guy has a condition. Do you want to tell Mickey about your condition before we start in case you die?
Right, I have cataplexy.
What's that mean?
Which means sometimes I just pass out when I laugh.
So that's the target.
Fucking, let me get my phone up.
That's the plan. So we're going to get a GoPro on him in the future and see if we'll see how the episode goes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to this week's episode of the SLY Guy podcast. As I'm sure you know, my guest this week is Mr. Mickey Bartlett.
I didn't expect a round of applause there.
Yeah, what
I was
about
going to say
that,
something funny and these two boys just clapped. That's great. Fucking class.
That's it. Well, so what were you going to say there?
I was just going to say sorry about the hat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know what? Listen, what do we say? We're in autumn?
I think we're in autumn. I think we're in autumn like that. I had first September and the sun fucked off.
Yeah.
But I'm wearing a hat.
I mean, it's nice and brown. Looks like...
I think it's alright looking at me.
You know what?
I think it suits the man with no neck.
You know what? I will say, I am very critical of people and their looks, and I go, you suit that.
I think I suit it.
Yeah.
It's weird. But if I were like a what do you call them, snapbacks?
Yes.
Instantly look like I'm going to meet John Cena.
Yes, I get you.
Like not well.
But there are certain people who do.
Like if I wear a snapback, somebody just hands me a drip.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. And there's other people like
if I wear a Snapchat, somebody's like, "You're not ringing that bell." Do you know what I mean? See if I wear a Snapchat,
yeah,
somebody's like, "If you know her under there, yeah, Snapchat."
I don't know what that is. I'm too old for that.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
Unless I'm trying to buy drugs.
Is that how they do it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm the sly guy.
What do you think of my wee thumbnail number?
It's quite nice, man. Yeah. It's what size are you down to now?
Oh, and this is still 3X, but I couldn't close it before.
You've got your big shoulders too, man.
I know, big shoulders, small big.
Just a big lad. Like I've told you before, I've hit that sort of level of weight gain now where I have to do tippy toes for a piss. Just to see the end of it. I'm like, oh.
I had the opposite where I had to go from holding like that at a time to the reverse.
You had to go the reverse? I think it's even big enough for the reverse. I tried to do the reverse one time on my own. This is a fucking true story as well. Because I saw somebody doing the reverse at a toilet once and I went, wonder is that a handy way to piss? Piss all over my own hand.
You know what the one step up from the reverse is?
Sit down, pee.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you know you're really stuffed when it shoots out everywhere.
Did I tell you what happened? So I went away to Australia for a month, right? I just didn't work out, ate whatever I wanted, drank like a fucking, like a lord, okay? The first flight landed in Doha and I went for a wee shite because you can't do a poo on a plane. Because
so you got off too shite. That's
not specifically. The plane did land there. I wasn't like, pull over here, I'm busting. But my biggest fear in life is doing a shite in a plane and it being that bad to have to land the flight.
Yeah,
because that's happened. A few people have seen on the news.
Is that a true thing?
That's happened.
Oh, Jesus.
One time I saw one recently that happened, and a guy must have had some sort of just horrible diarrhea, blocked the toilet up, and then it was like sloshing down the cabin.
Oh no!
I've heard of other ones where it's just been the shite just been that bad. They're like, land this fucking plane. So that's my big fear. But I had put so much weight on a month. I sat in the toilet in Doha and my actual hole hit the rim of the seat. So like my arse was that big. It wouldn't go in, like my actual dot.
You'd fatten yourself inside out.
My sphincter. I've never felt porcelain touch my sphincter before. I was like, that's freezing. What's that? Oh, my arse is massive. And I had to like readjust, pack it all in.
Your arsehole's like when a woman gets so pregnant her belly button turns
inside out. My arse was like, no, it wasn't that the hole came out. It was like my ass was that fat that like it wouldn't fit in.
Oh, right.
Like, you know when you're making a packed lunch and you haven't left room for the quavers? You're like, fuck it.
I thought you just spread so much that your cheeks
just,
open.
The cheeks wouldn't go into the toilet and it just all smushed up. My bum hit the porcelain.
And then, so where would the poo go?
Well, I readjusted. Like,
oh, it's okay.
So I just lifted bits out.
But can you imagine the feeling if you're like busting and you're just shit in the plane and you start to see your shit flowing out?
Fuck, I'd kill myself.
Oh, you'd have to. You'd have to.
I'd 100%. Like, I just rip the emergency door open and jump.
Oh, you know what? The only thing worse than the smell of a stinking shite is the smell of someone's oxters. That you can actually smell the heat off between their legs.
I thought oxters was armpits.
No, see, is oxters armpit? What's the other one? Because I said it during the week and Kath went, no, that's your armpits. And then I tried to flip that there and I've got it wrong.
Balls just.
But it's not even
smelly
balls.
People are just it's
like bum and barse and all sweaty. Stinking.
I think there's obviously people have conditions, sometimes there's a bit of a smell going on, but when you go, you just haven't washed yourself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think you deserve to live.
Yeah, I am with you on that.
I think unless there's a reason for it,
Yeah.
But if you've done it, and see if you've got snot in your beard and you fucking can't feel it, or like snot, like if you've snot anywhere,
Yeah.
I think you should be allowed to be stabbed.
Yeah. I'm with you,
I'm
man.
nervous.
Would you put them in prison for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Or if somebody's left the house with a big white head pimple, I'm like, do you not pop that?
I know the ones who you can clearly, we're just leaving it. You're like, no, don't go
Yeah,
public with that.
People can leave it because it'll leave a scar. Leave it, have a scar. Scars
Yes.
are cool.
Like, look at
Somebody goes,
Sam.
what happened to you? You go, pimple. Fucking cool, bro, me too. Right? Instead of, you need to fucking pop it.
Like snots are, they are like snots and pus.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
That's,
It's like,
and do you ever, me and you probably talked this before because we're obviously very learned men. But you have kids.
yes.
And I've got a niece and nephew.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me how that happened.
No,
know
I was
it's
just
nice
going to,
to
we're just back on the term of shite. I didn't realise shite doesn't smell the way I thought it smelled until I dealt with a shite out of water.
So you mean?
So when you do a poo, right, it splashes into the water and you go, oh, bathroom stinks a bit. But when you're dealing with an actual shite just in front of you, you go, that smells completely different than
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, it does all right. But then you have a dog, so
we sent the bags and you fucking,
yeah.
Plus,
but-
my dog's on real strict, good food. I might start eating his stuff.
yeah, my dog's got fat. No,
Does he got fat, is he?
Yeah, but his shit does smell like his shit though. You know what I mean? I'm used to it. I'm like, that's okay. See, when if we're looking after like my mother-in-law's dog, I'm like, what the hell is this? Well, you know, it's a different smell.
If I told you the time I had to give my dog emergency, basically didn't have any dog food. I just went to Spar and got him a tin of wet food. And
like human food or not? Like spam?
Like just like wet dog food.
All right.
Like it wasn't even like pedigree chum, it was just like the Spar one. And I remember my dog taking a shit. I'd never heard him take a shit before.
Yeah.
Like it was going, and he was like looking at me like, bro, what the fuck? Like he was like, when a dog looks at you like, I can't wipe my ass because I don't have thumbs, but that needs looking after.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's funny how they can express so well. Just
That's
by
why they're
letting me
popular.
know.
That's why I don't like cats.
Yeah.
Don't trust them fuckers.
No.
They have one expression, which is that. That's the
Yeah.
one expression. Here's my asshole. Look at it.
Yeah. See, my dog was sleeping the other day in front of the TV, and he's just lying there, and you don't normally hear him fart, but he just went, "Purr," and I looked at me, and it was just a wee shaky face, like, oh fuck.
My dog used to do the thing. If I used to smoke up the chimney, my dog would walk over and like try and knock the fag out of my hand. Like he's got a medical degree and didn't tell me about it. I saw the back of that packet, Mick. Don't do it.
But see, my dog is long arse hair, like long
Fine
legs.
to
He's a
see him.
retriever.
You ever had to fucking poke a bit of shite off his arse?
Oh, see when it's wet, he does wet ones. That's the worst. And then his tail. See if he does a wet one and his tail, because that was my mother-in-law had him a couple of weeks ago for the night, and we got him back, and the next morning I took him for a walk, and it was just water, wet
Aye.
water everywhere, all down his legs, and everything, stinking. But you know when it's got like that film on top of it, and you're like,
Aye.
rotten. But you know what? She got home. She's like, I don't know what we fed him. I said, what do we feed him? I was giving him peas. That's what it was. I was giving him mange 2. I was like, mange 2 did that to him. And then later on, she's like, oh, we brought him to Greg's as well. I'm like, well, maybe it was the
don't give him
Greg's sausage
Yeah, it might
roll.
have been the fucking
Yeah.
korma.
Like, that's what's done it to him.
He had a bomb by a bad boy there for his supper.
But like, he didn't like it. You know, when he's put it
Yeah.
and he's looking at you going, why is the sword at it? I'm sorry. And then that's the one thing that Catherine did. I was going to put Sudocrem in his bum once, and she's like, no, it's too far.
I told you, I one time saw a guy, just this is a complete tangent. I was in Melbourne about a year ago, and I saw a meth head sitting outside a shop with like elephantitis in his leg, right? Like his leg was massively swollen, and there was cracks down it. Or it was obviously like gangrene, right?
Yeah.
So there's these big splits and it's all infected, and he was sitting outside the shop with a tub of Sudocrem, like. As I bro, it's too late. Just get that cut the fuck off. Like. Apparently, if you put an onion in your sock, it'll take care of it.
Do you have any duct tape for what? The Titanic? No, that's
Yeah.
fucked. Like,
I just need Calpol. I need Calpol, baby, for my gangrene, baby.
It's good ad for Citacream though.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, now if the next one was him just back to normal, it'd be like that.
I know that would be fucking great. Actually, if it worked.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so, fair play. At least he's trying. You know?
He's trying Sudocrem when his legs the same size as my waist.
Yeah.
Like,
But you know what? Do you ever just go up to him and be like, "Are we but sure? Yeah, sure, be sure."
Can I pick that?
That's what. See that apparently, like, I don't think I've smelt this before, but Catherine says like the worst smell in the world is a big like infection.
I have a cousin who's a nurse, and she once told me about having to, and the medical term is clean someone's apron. So it's when so that's what they call like the giant gunt, and because that's like they can't clean themselves under there's
Oh Jesus!
debris. Do you know what I mean? Old fucking Premier League stickers, and she was like, that's probably one of the
What does
worst
she need
things.
to do? Like fucking.
She
Like a bonnet with a
literally,
fucking-
yeah, literally has to like prop it up and just get stuck in. And she's like, the only way to clean it is to go like fucking go hard into it.
No.
So the big fat person's like, oh no, it hurts, and they start pushing skyscrapers over and all.
Like Pearl from Blade. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
That's why I've started back at the gym, because after my arsehole hit that thing, I was like, I'm not getting an apron. Can't have that.
Oh, but God love that person too getting that done. It
Man,
must
I
be
was, like-
so embarrassing when you have to prop up your gut to clean it.
But I've had gross stuff. Like, I remember having an abscess in my armpit once and going to the hospital about it, and there was a student doctor. So basically what they do is, like, they put fucking, what do you call it, like, numbing stuff. What do you call it?
Oh, antiseptic or
No. What's the name?
anesthetic?
Yeah.
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 Is it anesthesia? That puts you out, doesn't it?
Yeah, they don't put you out. So they do. Well, they're supposed to put you out, but the guy was like, "You're a big unit, you can probably handle it." And I was like, "Thank you, okay." But I was sitting. I remember I had a belt in my mouth and my arm up like that, and the
Were you
guy.
supposed to have a belt in your mouth, or did
No,
they
I
give
just
it to-
I just knew it was going to hurt that bad. I was like, because I had another one, so I was like, this is my first rodeo. And there was a student doctor there, and she was like looking at it, and I was like, is that disgusting? She went, it's like, do you ever see one of them Dr. Pimple Popper videos? But then, obviously, because it was massive, the more pus and blood started coming out of me. Like, the doctor that was like scraping in my arm was going, and I'm like, oh, that must fucking stink. And then I look at the student doctor, and she's going, and I'm just there,
But I bet you would love to have burst that yourself having class.
And there was a point where I seen, so the doctor put the needle and I saw wee bits come out, and I was like, oh, I've had to go with that.
Yeah.
Because they had to go in and like dig into you. So like the worst pain I've ever felt in my life was a doctor putting forceps into like a wound and going like that to make sure all the infection was out. And I'm like that with my brain going, hit him.
Yeah.
Fucking hit him. Like,
Oh no, that's so sore.
but I had like a gut problem, so it was making me get these for a while. And then I went on a forum on Facebook, like, how do you stop this? And so if you ever get like a bad fucking abscess or a big giant pimple, Vicks Vapor Rub, right? So you put like fucking lather Vicks on it a couple of times a day, and it brings everything to a head. And there was one day I had one, I was like, I might have to go to the doctor, it's getting pretty bad. But I'd put loads of Vicks on it, and then I went to look at it one day and just touched it like that, and it fucking thunk. And I was like, it wasn't even sore. I'm like, that's the most satisfying fucking thing I've ever had.
Yeah, so I had one once there, and I remember like just wee, and when it burst, it was glorious, and blood and all came out. I guess it's the best one I've ever had.
I once had one, and like, again, it was fatter. Do you ever get like bad chub rubs? So you get like an ingrown hair, and then your arse cheeks are rubbing together, and it gets.
Yes.
And I was in Manchester. I was walking around. And I was like, this thing in my butt cheek it's massive. Like
On your butt?
It was on my cheeks.
Oh, I've just had a nerve from the rubs.
No, I had it in my cheek,
oh.
and I remember getting back to my hotel, like standing in the mirror, with my arse out,
Flirty.
like, but like going, and it hit the floor like this. Like, that's how long it took.
Yeah.
For all this, and I was like, oh, thank God. But see, if someone said popped up pimple, like someone else's pimple,
Yeah.
get fucked.
No, it's
I can do my own.
Yeah.
Like, I can wipe my own ass, and I can wank my own cock, but I couldn't do it to somebody else.
That'd be classic. You'd be like, go to the doctor, listen, we've got a wee spot to squeeze here. You want to wank his cock for you? What? Dude doesn't even know what's going on.
Health could move his apron first.
Oh, no.
I don't know why. It's always me and you making it really bad and dirty. I'm
No,
sorry.
I don't know what it is. I think the problem is I just love it. I love
Like
it.
you were
when
saying
it's
before we
the
recorded your last podcast, you started talking about tits. I'm like, why couldn't I have done that? I love talking about tits.
Yeah. But I mean, they can be gross too. I'm sure if they're like an apron or I don't know. Big hefty ones.
I've never seen a ditty I didn't like, to be fair.
Yeah.
Even my own ones, I'm like, they're alright.
Good pair, but no, I'm actually.
I've seen disappointing ones, but I still like them.
Yeah, I'm a little bit affected to be honest by the apron thing. I feel like my stomach's a wee bit.
You don't have a stomach anymore, man. You just got it. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I'm gonna have to get a stomach again because now it's the jabs are like 400 quid or something.
I read that they're not going to do that though. They're going to subsidise it. It's going to stay the same.
Well, apparently they've subsidised a bit. It's still twice the price.
Oh really?
Yeah. Trump. Hey Donald, sort it out, mate.
You should do the diet I'm on. You eat whatever you want, and then you just
See,
suck a dick.
I do. I do the opposite of that. I put it in and then fingers up the bum to get it out.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, right up to here.
See, that's another issue too. Can't have anything up my arse.
Oh, I thought you were going to say short arms. Couldn't reach.
Oh, hi.
Sorry.
Just because you have short legs, you can reach yours easily.
What is it? Yeah, when Catherine insulted the two of us, she goes...
Years ago, by the way.
This is years
I've
ago.
never forgotten it.
And it might have been... I think it was the first time I knew you had short legs, and was it the first time you thought you had short arms? And she just pointed...
She was the only person that's ever brought it up.
Yeah, she'd be like, if you and Mickey were a superhero combined with your legs and his arms, you could be a superhero called Thalidomide Man. I was like,
You boys are probably a bit young for that,
That's-
but that I was a birth control like, it caused a lot of deformities.
yeah.
I didn't. So she's the first person ever said short arms. So at the running joke, remember Woodsy's wedding, I'd be like, Catherine, can you pass the salt? And the salt would be there.
Yeah.
And I slagged her that much, started feeling bad.
Yeah.
But when comedians boxing came up last year, I was in Adelaide. And a guy called Mick Furry was like, you boxing this comedian's boxing? He's from Manchester, by the way. He was like, you doing this comedian's boxing? And when he went, you haven't got much of a wingspan on you, right? And then that became a running joke that I had short arms.
Yeah.
And then because it was a comedy festival, I got called the T-Rex, right? To the point where I would walk into pubs and everybody'd stop moving.
Yeah.
And I'd be all trying to wipe tears off my face.
The T-Rex.
Yeah, the T-Rex.
There's a new show.
Yeah, it might be next year's.
The T-Rex is great, and I just am the stretched dwarf. I guess I don't think I can say it anymore. But yeah, I have very short legs. My actual waist is probably bigger than my leg. Like.
Yeah. When you're asking for a 36 waist and a 32 leg, you're like, this is shite.
Yeah, no. Yeah, imagine whenever asking for a 42 and a 28. That's like the exact opposite of
They just hand you a
BFG.
denim tablecloth and you stitch it up yourself. They're 3/4 legs, a normal man. Dave goes in and buys fat girl hot pants.
They're too long.
They're boot cut.
Oh, I'm such a special. I love me. Oh, as well, she's perfect, isn't it? Oh,
I know. But you wouldn't want to be fucking...
what you gonna say there? You're like, I know.
No. I was just going to say... Because I keep watching these videos of like... I don't know what your Instagram reel algorithm is like.
At the minute, bodybuilding guys.
Mine's exactly this. It's bodybuilding guys, girls with big tits. And I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? And then every so often it's like, do you want to get your hair transplanted in Turkey or here? But there's guys you look at and you go, I'll just never be like that.
Yeah. But
And as you get older, you have to realize, like, you definitely aren't. Like, I haven't told you this. I went fucking... So I've been boxing for years, right? Usos. And didn't train for about 6 weeks because I was on holidays and whatever. And the other night I went to a group session, right? So I normally do 1-to-1 sessions with a trainer. And I'm like, group session, piece of piss. So I'm fit as fuck. So it was me, a guy in his mid-50s and a guy in his late 60s, right? And I'm like, I'm going to walk this, wrapping my hands up and all. You boys ready to go to school? Right. And about 20 minutes in, the guy in his late 60s shouted, Mickey, you're okay, mate, just keep punching. I was like, I know I'm sick. And I've just realised I'm never going to have a six-pack. I've just had to admit it. Like,
Yeah, but you know what? We grew up in a time where
food was processed.
but they also
and
lie.
It was cheap.
No, I mean, the bodybuilding lie about it.
That's true.
They're like, all you need to do is eat chicken and vegetables. And you'd be like, and we're like, but tell me you're on the growth hormone. And
I
roids and the
I
triangle."
remember seeing Rhino from Gladiators on a Saturday morning TV show.
Yeah.
And he was like, chicken, rice, broccoli. It's all I ate. And I go, how the fuck have you biceps the same size as Nissan Micro?
Yeah. And do you remember the Shadow
Yeah.
from Gladiators? He was the greatest one of the pugil sticks of all time. But then they were like, see, the guy and his whole thing was his eyes were like this, and they're like, Shadow's intense, isn't
Aye.
it? And then they're like, oh, Shadow was found doping with coke. You're like, that's it. So
That'll
before
do
you
it,
go on,
like,
he goes,
yeah.
and that's why he's
Although-
coming out. He's, oh.
Saying that, right, so my fucking PT gave me this stuff a couple of months ago that I haven't tried yet, right? So I've told you about my doctor said my testosterone's low.
Yes.
I have a whole bit of stand-up, but it comes to me, MickyBartlettComedy.com. I'll say that again in English.
I know.
MickyBartlettComedy.com. Right.
Hey, that was
MickyBartlett.
for the Mandarin community that listen to this podcast.
Yeah, I'm also planning to be an Uber driver later. But it's called, is it Shilajit? Shilajit or something, right? So it's like, it's supposed to be, it's like a wee thing you put in a cup of tea. You put like that much in, right? And he goes, it's meant to increase your testosterone. It's good for your brain fog and all that sort of stuff, right? And I was like, it probably takes a couple of weeks before it kicks in. So I put like the size of a grain of rice in a cup of tea. And I'm sitting drinking a cup of tea watching TV. And all of a sudden I just had a massive root. I was like, fuck. I haven't had an impromptu root in about fucking 8 years. I was like, did somebody put me on the back of a bus? Like, and I've been buzzing all day. Like, can't wait to get out of here. Don't
And you
tear the
got
head in.
everything right and countdown as well. Straight away.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Could fucking see through walls and shit.
But then, like, I abuse caffeine. Like, I wouldn't feel it.
You
I
shouldn't do
wouldn't
it. How much
buzz.
is your wife? Oh, caffeine. Sorry.
I know someone be excuse me.
Making jokes.
Excuse
about
me.
fucking DV.
Lads, do better. Lads, do better. Do better, lads. Would you? Lads making domestic
Hey,
violence jokes.
blue her. We're only
Lads, lads. Lads, yeah, speaking of fucking lads, do better. Blue hair, nose ring, stop culturally appropriating bulls. Alright? Fuck you. Okay.
I'm Smurfs.
Yeah. Do better, lads. Shut up. And DMs aren't that cool. Fuck off. Would you? Anyway, and your granny's cardigan. Anyway, it was just a joke, okay? That really rattled me.
I went and wash your oxers too.
Yeah.
Smelly bitch.
No, yeah, get your apron on.
Sly Guy.
I'm interrupting this week's episode of the Sly Guy podcast to let you know that on the 8th to the 10th of October, I will be undertaking the Break the Cycle Challenge, where I'm aiming to cycle 300 miles around Northern Ireland to all of Action Mental Health's services, offices and hubs to try to break the cycle of ill mental health. We're trying to raise awareness and raise funds because the mental health situation in Northern Ireland is a breaking point right now, and we need to be able to do more so people can access services and be aware of services, and we just need to do our best to raise awareness for people out there struggling with ill mental health. And what you can do is you can donate via the link in the description of the podcast towards the Break the Cycle Challenge, or you can just check out Action Mental Health's website to see what services they provide and how else you can support the challenge, whether that's through donations or taking on some form of cycling or fitness exercises yourself in and around the period, just to improve your physical and mental health. That would be great. So if you could donate, I'd appreciate it. It'll make the pain in my head and no doubt my bum all worth it. So follow the link in the description, donate what you can. I appreciate it, and let's try to do what we can to break the cycle of ill mental health. Now, back to the Sly Guy podcast. Guys, I'm sorry for interrupting the podcast here. I'll let you get back in a minute, but I'm really annoyed because I can see so many of you who watch the podcast and listen to the podcast aren't subscribed wherever you get it. So whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, hit a wee subscribe button and then I'll not be annoyed anymore. I'll be happy and you'll be making my day, and hopefully this podcast will make yours. Anyway, back to what we were doing. I'm speaking of it.
Do you think that shit's going away though, isn't it? The whole fucking do better, lads.
Yeah, but it's just, but like I always think, right? I don't know if I said this in the podcast before, but the apron has made me think of it. I went to BCM, in Magaluf many years ago when we were 18, and shamed disc jockey, Westwood. Yeah. Not James Saville, the other one. And Westwood was on doing a set, right? And I always remembered, you never DJ shout stuff out. Yeah. You go to yourself, a lot of time you're like, yeah, whatever, you don't pay much attention to what they say. Then they'll say something and you go, Westwood was getting people hyped, and he goes, men, put your hands in the air. Hands in, and he went, and ladies, let's see those pussies in the sky. I was like, how's he want to do that?
Katrina, he said.
Yeah. So, I was like,
get up against that wall quick. Westwood said, I'm getting mine out.
But there's a wee smacked out dude from Liverpool and his big girlfriend. He was trying to lift her, and I was like, rest of the sidewalk slam. He's going, fucking get your fucking fanny up for us with me, son. And like, we're all going, it was the funniest thing ever. And I said,
hit her in the back of a chair.
She'd have just lifted her apron, done a Ravanelli, and just been over. Oh dear, fun memories. So to be young, do better.
Oh man, I remember going to that one time. I was on holiday with a girl I was going out with, and her mates. I was the only guy there, and it was a complete.
Where, at Westwood?
No, at fucking at Magaluf.
All right.
And I was a complete. Man, it was just me and all these girls, a complete fanny block. Like, because I'm like, get back, and they're like, no, Mickey, we're choking for a bit of cock. And on Magaluf, they're like, get shot. Get your pussy down.
Get fucking down.
We were BCM, and I was like, about 3 to 4 days, I was like, I need a dude to talk to, I need something to happen, right? And there was a point I went downstairs and they were doing a wet t-shirt competition, and I was like, right, you girls stay over there and I'll just stay down here, right? I remember like fucking getting my fags out, setting the drink up, getting my camera out, you never know. And I've never seen anything worse in my entire life of like just how they slagged them off. So they'd all get this girl to go up, she'd stand under the shower or whatever, and then like take her top off, and then it'd be like, who let the dogs out? And then the girl that eventually won it was a stripper from a strip club in BCM, and she won by sitting on the fucking stage, pulling her blurt out, and then grabbing a guy from the front row and just like smashing his head into her fanny and just like making him lick her out in front of people. And my girlfriend was raging at me. She was like, that's cheating. And I was like, no, I didn't mean to. I just asked her for a light.
I had a mate of mine who got abused by a stripper in Amsterdam as well.
Oh, really?
Same sort of. Because we're all dressed as wrestlers. We're all out for this fucking big do. And went to the strip club. It's called Bananas. Shout out. And the deal was basically you pay €40 to go in, or you can pay €50 for free drink for an hour. We're like, deal. Let's go to it. So we're all in dressed as these wrestlers, and this stripper came in, and the poles were up about that height, so about shoulder height, and they're coming in dancing. This one woman took like all the gear off one of the boys who's dressed as Kane. So then like 2 minutes later she came out to like Ring of Fire dressed like Kane, and we're like So then one of them was just, we're all standing around, and just this woman.
So, by the way, I just love the idea. There's one guy there as Mankind goes home with sock won't bend. What have you got a hockey stick with you?
But so he was standing dressed as the Ultimate Warrior, like this at the back, and this girl just grabbed his head and pulled his head back and just stuck a dildo on it and just and we called it the unicorn, but he was screaming. He was like, ah! And she was just, and we were all pissing ourselves. The funniest thing I ever
Where was the strip club?
Amsterdam.
The shit that
I thought you were like going.
that's from Rabbit, that one.
But it was and it was the funniest thing about it was how much he was hating it.
Aye.
That was the humour, because he was screaming.
I remember like when I first heard him, people going to Amsterdam. There's two mates of mine that were both like both pretty fucking black belt culties. Went with another guy who was even cultier. Like they used to make fun of this guy,
the final boss.
Like he was like the original potato. Yeah. And they said they were all stoned out of their backs, and it was like they said it was like Scooby Doo at one point, because they would just walk down these streets and be like, "Oh, there's JP," and he'd just be standing like looking through the window.
Was he working there?
No, he was just so freaked out by the whole thing.
Amsterdam has him now.
But they went to the fucking sex show with the I think it's one of the staples of Amsterdam, with the sex shows, like the banana thing. So it was like Mick and the other guy, and then fucking JP, the top level culture, and they were like, sure, it was wild. Like we stuck a banana up our dude, and then fucking made me take a bite out of it, and then fucking made Johnny there take a bite out of it, and I was like, fucking, and I went, fucking felt so bad for fucking JP, hey, because there was none of it sticking out of her. I was like, but the texture of banana and vagine.
And then your mates stinking frothy teeth before
I know.
I'd be stinking. Did you ever go to see a sexual when you were in Amsterdam?
Me, Geddes and McCann went and saw two.
Oh.
For material, obviously.
Of course.
Like,
research.
Yeah, and that was the thing, was like, we couldn't stop laughing, because we were all fucking stoned, and like, obviously it's three comedians, you're not going to be...
Yeah.
But the realisation of the actual perverts there. So when you're getting told to like shush, because there's a guy in a long raincoat, like fucking yanking the bulb off himself.
Pee Wee Herman.
The second one we went to, there was a guy that had like, it actually was shocking. But he had like a wee, like, right, and the stage would rotate. So you'd just see them come out of a curtain, and there'd be a woman like pulling beads out of her fanny or whatever, and then it would like, and then it'd be somebody else coming with something else. And then like at one point it came out and there was a couple, but the guy looked like Pitbull, right? And they clearly like, he had like a band around his dick and balls to try and keep the blood on it, so he could just like, and it's just real, like, she's just on her knees, like, and he's just riding away at her, but the two of them were like,
yeah.
And then it's like goes through, and then eventually they came back out, and I was like, oh man, I think we've missed our stop. Like we've been here too long. We've already seen this bit. But we were hard and laughing, because I remember like, because the guy had a thing around his balls, I was like, I turned to McCann and I went, the size of your man's balls? And he goes, I know, they're going like a wee Jack Russell too. And then I was like, can you gentlemen please stop laughing? We're like, sorry, I know it's art or whatever, but this is very funny.
See, we went to a lower class one. It was just on a stage, so the most awkward minute we were all sitting there like, and the dude just walked out like but it was like a fucking shepherd's staff. It was just drooped at the end, but at the bottom, and he just came and he just was like, oh, fucking lay down, and this woman walked out was like, and then just went. And we were like, this is a bit sad, this really. This is I don't know. Let's go and get some fucking Black Widow or something.
Who was fucking telling me about it? Was Casey was telling me that somebody he knows went to Benidorm and saw the Sticky Vicki tribute act. Right?
That's her daughter, wasn't it? It's taken over.
I think it is her
daughter.
Died, yeah. Or maybe that's just a myth. I don't know.
Yeah. It has to be.
I wouldn't say she's much of a myth. I'd say she's an out of her. It was a joke about a myth and mythers. I'm talking shit.
Do better.
Fucking shillajat. I'm like taking coke. But Sticky Vicki pulled a load of Union Jacks out of her dude, and then got this person Casey knows up, and the girl was like, I'm not fucking pulling Union Jacks out of her dude, because she was Catholic. And then she was like, to be fair to her, load of tricolours. Yeah. Don't know why she did it.
I think she pulled it out of her arse.
The big sign that said no foreigners.
Yeah. Locals only. Oh, that's too better. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of fun.
Do you want to tell people about
Oh.
Mickey's gift?
Oh, what's in here?
We've got a wee gift for you, but you're not allowed to open it until Patreon. Patreon.com/guypodcast. Find
That's a
out what's
great
in
idea.
Mickey's
I'm gonna have to
bag.
fucking pay a fiver to find out what I'm getting.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay. See, I mean, you can open it on the Patreon.
Oh, all right. Oh, sweet.
Oh, yeah,
Class.
because that's what's going to happen. So that's how it goes.
You do
So-
buy good presents too. I found my callback T-Rex T-shirt that you got me for Christmas the other day.
Yeah, I know, that was good. I got fleeced out of that there too. And look at loads of nice presents, and I don't know if I got any presents back.
See, no one told us there was a present thing
No, but
happening.
I'm not saying you, but the people that organised it, Shane. I don't know.
If I'd have known them.
I'm just drinking some water that I took from a toilet in an airplane here. It's delicious. Delicious. We do a segment now in the podcast though. We call it SLY lemas. So people DM us or send on Patreon stories, and they need our take on whether it's sly or not. Alright, so we have to be straight, because I mean, if anyone's going to solve the problems, it's going to be you and me. You've heard what we've spoken about
It's going
so
to
far.
be fucking budget Jason Statham over here.
We're the ones you want advice from. So let me just get this up. Stop it. Here.
Do better.
Do better, lads.
Really, guys? Really?
Okay. Sly lemma. My friend,
Uh-huh.
we'll call her Sarah, is getting married, and her sister booked this classy spa weekend for the hen do. Really
Can't
posh.
call him on anymore.
Pardon?
Can't call him on.
It's classy.
Resort.
Yes, well, this classy boutique hotel for the hen do. Really posh place.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Thermal suites, robe, champagne on arrival, the works. Sorry. Before we went, the whole chat had been about how this was going to be a laid-back affair. Friday starts perfectly. Massages, lounging by the pool. I'm sharing a room with two of Sarah's friends I've not met before, Gemma and Leanne. Both sound, both normal. For the first few hours, it's bliss. Then 9 o'clock hits. Leanne shouts she's got a special surprise. In struts a male stripper, aptly named Andrew Cox. Dressed head to toe as a cowboy, hat, boots, tiny denim shorts, glistening baby oil. He cracks a whip and shouts, "Who wants a cowboy supper?"
Oh, get your money back. Get your fucking money back. Like,
Andrew has no chips and beans,
bet there's a sausage.
but he definitely has a sausage. Within minutes,
That's like me and you being strippers and going, "Who wants a fucking burger?"
I just spread our cheeks. Oh, sorry, I ordered mine with no cheese. Oh, well, fucking deal with it.
Got the Aprons?
Is that gherkins?
Within a few minutes, the place has descended into chaos. One of Sarah's cousins and an aunt, both married, may I add.
Why did you turn into a sheep in the middle of it? You went both married, man.
I've just read the next line. Both married. Sorry, let me try it again. Within minutes, the place descended into chaos. One of Sarah's cousins and an aunt, both married, may I add, are tucking right into Andrew Cox's cowboy sup.
Jesus Christ. I hope she's changed all the names in this.
And with very little table manners. Within minutes, Andrew Cox. Within minutes, Andrew Cox has served up a family side of garlic mayo to the aunt, cousin, and Sarah herself. People are screaming. Someone spilled a bottle of Rosa in the jacuzzi, and Sarah's poor sister's nearly choked on chocolate strawberry trying to process what she's watching. The place is bedlam. Andrew's wandering around in just a cowboy hat, casually eating a Kit Kat. Sarah's cousin's fixing her hair in the mirror like nothing happened, and her aunt's sipping Prosecco in the corner like she hasn't just committed a marital Armageddon. Oh, nobody's said a word since. Not an iota. Not an iota. So here I am, sitting on a secret that could blow up several marriages, and Sarah's... Sorry, Andrew Cox.
Well, it's very clever to
Sarah's-
just send it into a podcast. But
Am I sly for wanting to tell, or should I just be like everyone who's getting on like nothing happened, and take Andrew Cox's Cowboy supper to the grave? It's especially difficult because every time I see Sarah posting lovey-dovey family stuff on Instagram, it turns me, and all I can picture is Andrew Cox in a bloody cowboy hat.
I'd keep that to yourself, Pet. That's
No. I'm sorry. But
probably don't recognise me with the cowboy hat, but it's good to see us again, girls.
I mean, it's just...
That's right. Yeah, fucking don't get involved. Just don't say anything. Fuck that. Like, I don't know. I always do what fuck.
Andrew Cox.
See if we were on a stag do and a stripper came in and we all licked her out, we would go to jail.
Yeah.
But a guy comes in and says, "Who wants a cowboy supper?" and gets a blowjob out of it. What the fuck? What topsy-turvy world do we live in?
But they didn't even clarify if he was a stripper. He might just be bringing the
This is
food.
some random dude, like
Just bringing a chippy.
just an Uber Eats guy on his way to a fucking fancy dress party.
He's like, "Fuck you, you never believe," but then get paid. Oh.
Jesus Christ!
Being a stripper must be some crack, eh?
When I remember a friend of mine's ma got him a stripper for his 17th birthday.
fella?
Right, a fella.
A fella for a fella.
A fella. No, it was a female stripper.
Okay.
But we were in this, but we were too young to even be in the pub in the first place. We were only 17, and this fucking girl walked in like pretty much a hat like this, leather bikini, right? But she had a dude with her who was like jacked as fuck and was clearly like, "Don't be touching her. I'm the fucking security." Or they had a like, if it's chicks you strip and if it's dudes I strip kind of thing. But there was a point where she was like spraying whipped cream all down his chest and licking it off. We were all fucking. You're 17. You're like,
Yeah.
It's mad. And then the whole time you're going, his ma booked this. Like, his ma
Yeah.
booked it. But at one point she put him on his stomach and pulled his arse out, and she was like spraying whipped cream on his ass, but like looking at us. Right? But we were just looking at him. Because he had the hurriest hole you've ever seen in your life. Right? And she's like, and then looks down, she's like, fuck. And then just took like a fucking spank paddle, right? And just starts fucking slapping him in the arse, and there's whipped cream fucking flat all over this, like, quite frankly, mad loyalist bar in Banbridge. And all of us, like, 17, like, "So your name's William." I'll never forget the look on her face, like,
What was he doing?
Oh, he was just laying his hands behind us, and he was going to get shot. Yeah, keep that to yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
in fact, if anything, I would say cut it out of the podcast.
yeah, but I mean, I'm just going to say, like, I assume that all the names are changed.
Yeah, because it's Cox with an X.
Yeah. I remember
An ex-auntie, but it sounds like things.
I remember we had a tenant once, and his name was Cox, and one of the new guys that started with us wrote his name down on the sheet, COCKS, and it's the most I've ever laughed in my life, because I've never looked at anyone going, "How fucking dumb are you?" He was there, Mr. Cox, in to see you. Oh. Cox is a funny
That's why
word.
I say after 12 Stella. Mr. Cox is here. That's just me on my own.
Mr. Cox. It's so sad. Oh,
Used to be Dr. Cox, but he got struck off.
Dr. Cox. There was a Dr. Cox on there.
Scrubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, good guy.
Brian.
Also him, yeah. That shows you how educated I am. Dr. Cox. Oh yeah, the guy from Scrubs.
Brian. Oh, my goodness. I am having a seizure after that. I think.
That's very funny.
Well, at least I think we've given good advice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Keep it to your fucking self, like.
there must be some crack though being like a Hindu stripper, but those women are rabid.
I couldn't imagine it was, because I remember a friend of mine went to, wasn't the Pleasure Boys, it was like Magic Mike or something in the waterfront.
Oh, what were they? The Dream Boys?
The Dream Boys.
Yeah.
And she was like, "I'm not even fucking joking. I felt sorry for the fellas, because they'd run through the crowd and there'd just be like menopausal women jumping on their backs and biting them and scrapping them and like And these poor lads are on stage trying to pretend they haven't got gangrene in their back. It's got me pseudo-criminals.
Shaping like a cat at that.
Yeah.
Catherine said to me a thing about the Dream Boys was she goes, they didn't have much budget. We said like whenever they were on, she went to see them, whenever they were on stage, they were stripping, but they were folding their vests and setting them down to use again. She's like, "Fuck, don't you touch that. We don't have any budget."
Probably Belfast, so it'd be somebody stealing it.
Yeah.
That'll do our Charlene for
You never see a more like turned group of women than you do like women, the sort of menopausal ladies, and they switch it when they're going to see a stripper. It's like the fucking.
Oh yeah, it's different fucking.
It's wild breed. Like they go that, and then they go, "Sure, look at them. Sure, it's the weekend."
Aye.
You're like, but you.
Whereas fellas seeing a stripper are
Yeah.
like universally like this.
Yeah.
No, I'm too afraid. How much? Okay.
But the women bet sure never get out. I'm like, yeah, you've bitten his dick off. It's between your teeth. You're like, what are you doing? Fucking, oh, sure, you know me. What am I like when I've had a few Prosecco's?
Do better, boys.
Do better. Oh, no, but they wouldn't. You know what? Do you think the Do Better Brigade would like if they were at the Pleasure Boys? Do you reckon they would have fun or be like...
See, it depends on what way you look at all that sort of stuff, because in some, it's like I went, when I was in Bali, I went and saw a thing called midget boxing, right? And
I wonder what that is.
just kids fighting. But it was like, it's a weird thing to go, because it's fake boxing, so they're all like rehearsed fights, which was upsetting for half. Like you could, what was weird about it, you could see half the Australian audience, because there's most Australians in Bali, realizing it's not actual fighting and being like, fuck's sake. Like they wanted to see midgets kill each other. Like, but the guy, the MC, the thing was like, by the way, all your money goes to the acts. So you find yourself being like, oh, well, do you know what? It's entertainment. They're they're getting paid for it. And then as a comedian, you find yourself going, it's a bit of a shag crowd, actually. I kind of feel bad for them.
Oh, well, you hyping it up a bit. You know, if you do it and there's someone on, you like them. And if they're struggling, you'll be like,
No,
I
was just in stitches.
Yeah.
At this scenario, not even at the fucking performers. I was like just looking around at. Do you know whenever you go somewhere like like where it's something kind of depraved, and you just see a group of people watching it,
Yeah.
and you go, "Fuck me, human beings are cunts." Like, so I was just laughing at how evil people can be, and then there's also just somebody there just eating their dinner. Like, I like that one. Hope he wins.
It's like a lower class version of like the Squid Game. You know, the celebrities are sitting fight.
Yeah. Bring me another goblet of bintang. Like, there was one
Oh no,
point
he's
where
fighting next.
there was a point where one of the performers came up to like try and get me to buy a t-shirt, and as they walked away, I went, "By the way, that's not a midget, that's a child in a costume." Like, that is 100% just a kid. And then there was a a woman who was like, kept looking at this one guy and being like, so they're doing all that kind of like.
Was she in the crowd?
In the crowd,
Doing that
doing it at the
fighter?
at the fighter, right? But they're doing that sort of stuff, but they're obviously like, it's that kind of fucking stupid entertainment where they're like pretend to look at women's skirts and all that sort of stuff, and she's like leaning into it, but at one point she's like, and I found myself going, "You fucking better, right? If you've got that wee man's hopes up," he goes back to his wee tiny house or the shoe he lives in or whatever, and Snow White's like, "Where's the rent?" And you haven't sucked his dick. You should be ashamed of yourself. He's going to be so grumpy.
Fuck off. Oh Jesus, people are all right. Well, I'll answer a question, and we'll move on to Patreon, because this is too weird, and too bad. Whoa. This has been fun. Have you nearly passed out today?
I'm sticking in here.
You're sticking in. That's okay.
Goodness, definitely have to do better.
Have we clarified it?
I just want to kill him.
Yeah. Just dead. Oh my god, I'm
If somebody died laughing at something you said, you're the best comedian in the world. Like,
Yeah.
you can retire.
When I first realised I had it, I started googling it, thinking apparently it's a type of narcolepsy. So I was like, this is great. I could park anywhere I want, and then I can get the badge.
It turns out you can't drive.
So now I'm hiding it. So yeah, but there has been times where sometimes to feel adrenaline, I'll stick on a funny little podcast in the car and just drive. See what happens.
Yes.
One-
Just to live on the edge.
One time I woke up in a different lane on the motorway.
I've done that with just tiredness in general. Like,
Yeah.
so how long have you had it?
Since lockdown.
Holy shit.
And how'd that happen? The vaccination.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to say, but which one did you get?
Honestly, that's my biggest thought so far. I think vaccine made me giggle.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
I've seen there's that girl on TikTok who has that but has it really bad.
The big one?
Yeah. So it's like, you need to do that with your arms. Especially because I have only wee ones. But yeah, that seems to be to the point where I'm going, she must be putting that on.
Why would she? What sort of
So
stuff?
she'd
would
be like,
she
ha ha! Like straight away. Like,
so wheezy, like, just like all the breath goes out of you and then you just fold on the floor.
You need to lean back then in this chair, because I don't want you falling and ruining the recording
yeah,
of the
how
video.
do you
Like,
watch
come on,
Anchorman?
back
Do
in
you
the
mean, like, have you ever put a funny movie on to see how bad it is? Or
I always got told off for like, since it's been happening, like my whole family are like, stop doing that. And I'm like, oh, shall I? And then like, so now I have to like find myself just trying to stop from doing it in case it cause a scene.
fucking hell.
Yeah.
Still pretty funny disease that. I have psoriasis, man. That's sore and itchy.
Yeah. I have asthma. We all combine together.
Yeah,
It's
just
special.
one big freak.
As far
Yeah.
as diseases go, it's pretty lit. It's pretty
Yeah.
lit.
Yeah.
And what film would you say would get you in that condition? What's the most you've ever laughed at a film?
Oh man, it's like,
Give me a film, I'll watch it tonight and I'll give you an update.
see, but the thing about it is, man, like, have you ever seen Airplane?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a classic.
It's like a joke every 5 seconds. It's one of the
Yeah.
it's
Naked Gun stuff.
yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
sort
it's
of
very
like.
good.
Right, okay.
What else is fucking?
The first time I saw the dick drawings in Superbad, I'd have
Yeah.
been in stitches. But every time I watch Dewey Cox, The Walk Hard, you've seen it?
Walk
It's
Hard,
hilarious.
Dewey Cox.
Really funny.
Watch it with a hangover too, so you're a wee bit giddy. Mm-hmm. And that's maybe one of the fucking funniest films I've ever seen.
And then the one that splits opinion here, people are like, that's shit, or either they love it or they hate it. It's Napoleon Dynamite.
I've never seen it.
Oh, this is the first thing he says in it. I was done.
Aye.
Like, he gets on this, like, he looks like a big nerd, and he gets on this school bus, and he's clearly like 10 years older than everyone else. And this little kid goes, "What are you going to do today, Napoleon?" And he goes, "Whatever I feel like I want to do." Gosh. And it's just so fucking stupid. And he takes a wrestling figurine out of his bag with string on it, fucks it out the window, and just holds on to it. It's so fucking stupid. The whole film is so stupid.
Do you know what's great? What do you call the one with it's Andy Samberg as the stuntman?
Oh, Hot Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. It's really, really funny.
What did I watch that made me really laugh? Happy Gilmore 2, but I can't remember what it was in it. I think it was, the guy from The Waterboy, the cross eyes.
Yeah.
He just looked in a window, and that's what it was, because I didn't know he was coming in, and I didn't just mind my business. And it was just that. It was
I fucking almost died laughing at an episode of Mobland today. Have you seen Mobland?
Oh, yeah.
See the bit where, like, end of the second episode, they find the thing in the box.
Yes.
So it's like, it doesn't ruin it. It fucking doesn't
Oh,
matter.
go ahead. It's a spoiler alert.
It's a
If you're
spoiler
watching
alert.
Mobland,
So-
don't watch this.
So like basically they're trying to find this missing guy, and then they find him, and a
Well
butcher
packed.
has killed him and cut him up and put him in a box. And so Tom Hardy opens the box. He's like, "Fucking hell, did you do that?" And the guy's like, and he's like, "How'd you do that?" He's like, "My dad was a butcher." He's like, and he puts it in and goes, "Nico, look at that." And the Spanish guy, and it shows you like a brief fucking shot of the guy in the box.
Yeah.
And the Spanish guy says all this stuff in Spanish. And Tom Hardy goes, "Do you want me to translate that for you?" And the guy who cut him up goes, "It's probably something to do with the size of his cock." And then the credits just come up. And I was fucking rolling.
To be fair, it was a big piece.
It was I thought it was his arm. Probably something to do with the size of his cock.
Yeah, some good stuff though.
Man, some of his like,
Talking Snatch.
yeah, like fuck, he's like I remember being too young to get Snatch when I first seen it.
Well,
and
me
then,
too.
and then no, like, but then like watching it later and being like, that's funny, because that like fucking like, do you like sugar? No, thanks, Turkish. I'm sweet enough. It's one of my fucking favorite films as well.
I love that how we managed to get on here, because you're dressed like a character.
Exactly,
from it today.
yeah.
Anyway, it suits really well. Oh, I'm gonna just wrap up this episode because I'm gonna pee myself, and I've laughed so much I think I may have peed
You went to
myself.
answer a question, I think.
Oh, I went to my You know what? We'll save it for Patreon. We'll go over to Patreon if you want to see what the question is. You can see us on Patreon, SLY Guy Podcast, at patreon.com/SLY Guy Podcast. And Mickey, you're on tour coming up
I'm
soon?
starting
with
to,
tickets
in
or?
like 2 weeks. Don't know what I can watch. Yeah, 20th September starting Armagh, so MICKYBARTLETTComedy.com, and there's no more dates being added for the new year as well. So
There's
that's
no
it.
more? Or
There
there's
is
new
more.
more?
There's
Okay,
gonna be
there's new more. There's new more.
There's new more.
There you go, follow. Mickey, it's been a pleasure.
But mate, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Good birdie,
Yeah,
Rich.
I didn't really stretch that. Listen, I'm going to give you a bit of time to subscribe, because you're probably listening to the podcast and you'd think, oh, I don't have time. So I'll just give you a few seconds. So if you want to just, hit that subscribe, work away now. La ba ba da da ra ba 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 ooh la la. Want you to subscribe